Hi friends, welcome to Rouse Rising. My name is Katie, and on this channel I share with you all about holistic homemaking, lifestyle, and parenting. In today's video, I'm sharing with you glimpses from this past week. That's going to include homeschool, Bible study, meals that we ate. We're making a gluten-free Dutch Baby Pancake, soccer, trips to town, grocery hauls, all the things that I managed to film in this last week is going to be in this video today. So spend the day or the week with me, Katie, mom of 5, family of 7, and see a bit into our lifestyle and what we do. It's been busy. I'll just say that. It's been really busy. Soccer season is officially over as of today. So that was awesome. We had a lot of fun with 4 kids in soccer. It kept us busy 6 days a week, which was a lot. It was a lot. So check out this video, leave a comment below, let me know how your week has been, and let's get into it.
For you? Or who?
For these kids.
Like, how old of a kid are we talking?
In our house, we eat meals together at the table. Now, Aaron and I have a little bit of a different eating schedule, and our diets vary from the children, but we always try to sit at least one of us with them at the meal table while they eat so we can spend some time with them. After that, we dive into homeschool, and we use the Good and Beautiful homeschool curriculum. That is a curriculum that's pretty simple. It's been excellent for our family because you just open the books and your lessons and everything that you need is right there in the book. So it's an open and go homeschool curriculum, and I have enjoyed it so much. The children have as well. It allows them to work independently after I get them started and kind of explain what's going on. We go over the lessons together. Then I'm able to leave them to it so that I can move on with some other things around the house, and they ask me for help as needed. When you have a family of 7 with carpet in your house, there's a lot of vacuuming to be done. So we vacuum 1 to 2 times a day, basically 1 time every day. But on this morning, there was a lot of crumbs and mess on the floor underneath of the table from the previous night's dinner. So I went ahead and got busy just vacuuming quickly around the kids while they worked on their studies. And I was also able to stop periodically answering their questions and helping them as needed. So I just run this cordless vacuum around this area, get it freshened up a little bit. I also have my Shark vacuum, which I use once a day to vacuum the whole house. And that works really, really well. That is a corded vacuum. But just to get up little messes here and there, this stick vacuum has been wonderful. As a family, we have all adjusted really well to having the kids home from school full time to do homeschool. It's really been a blessing for each one of us to have this time together. Hey, do your work.
It's a screen. I go to work. I go to work. I am too tired.
Have you done any sentences yet?
Yes. I do 1. Now I'm gonna do 2, then 3.
As the mom and the main house manager, I have struggled with keeping things cleaned and organized. So while the kids are doing their school, I'm going to continue to try to get this house back to ground zero. I'm going to do some cleanup. We are going to do a little bit of organizing. We are going to clean these floors in the house today. So by cleaning the floors, I mean all of the hard surface floors. They definitely need a good mopping right now. And I have one of those fancy cordless vacuum mops. It vacuums and it mops all at once, but I always pre-vacuum or pre-sweep my hard floors before I do the vacuuming and mopping. And in my cordless vacuum mop from Osotec, I am using a little bit of thieves cleaner and vinegar. I just make a little solution in the reservoir And that's what I use to clean my floors. It does a really good job. I don't always use the thieves cleaner, but these floors needed a nice deep clean. Typically, I will use vinegar. Sometimes I will use a little bit of Castile soap, but you don't want to use anything that makes it too sudsy. This machine does not tolerate the bubbles very well, so you want to use low sudsing cleaners inside of it. I'm sure that there is a specific cleaner somewhere on the market for these types of machines, but again, you can just use plain old vinegar and that works wonderfully. So first I did the kitchen floor. Next, this is our pantry extension slash laundry room slash mud room. It is a triple room all in one, so I'm going to get this room cleaned up as well. One reservoir of cleaner works really good to clean almost the whole house worth of hard floors. So I can also get through the whole kitchen and mudroom area before I need to dump my container. And then I just dump it in the toilet and flush it down, and that gets rid of the dirty water. I'm just going over this path right here before I back up and head into the bathroom. And once I'm in the bathroom, I'm just using some disinfectant around the toilet, some cleaner around the toilet and around the floor, just to let it have a little bit of extra oomph in the cleaning power in this particular room. So there I am dumping the reservoir. It does have a little bit of suds inside of it, so that might have triggered it to need to be dumped sooner. I may have put a little bit extra thieves cleaner in there for that. Let's head into the next day of breakfast. I didn't film lunch or dinner from the previous day, but we are having eggs, sausage patties, these turkey sausage patties, and then I made little melon balls for the kids. I had a couple of melons left over from my last grocery haul that we needed to use up. And then my breakfast is ground burger with 5 eggs and melon with a sausage on the side. Lots of protein in this house. Next, I'm going to show you dinner. Dinner was pretty simple. It was just ground beef, bolognese, tomato sauce, and pasta. Hagen and I went into town for her soccer practice, and I had to drop something off at a friend's house, but look at this beautiful view of the sky. I thought it was so pretty with the moon, so I wanted to share it with you all here. And on the way home, we couldn't resist stopping by this place that had puppies for sale. Hi! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there 6?
Yes, there's 6. Oh my goodness, I want that big fluffy one with white spots.
Yeah, it's going to be the hairiest, shednest one of them all.
Maybe that one is black.
Look at how cute! Oh my goodness, could you imagine getting in there and playing with them?
We're gonna do it later, hopefully.
Look, they all just said, we'll just lay down right here. Real quick, a grocery haul. These 2 pounds of strawberries were $3.99 for 2 pounds. So I got 2 containers of it. A big old 8 bunch of bananas. 2, 20 jumbo packs of organic eggs. These were really expensive. Those were $9, over $9, which I think is outrageous. We got 4 cucumbers in here. And we got 3 bunches of bok choy. Huge thing of Greek yogurt. This was $9 for this 5 pounds of Greek yogurt for the kids. And all of that was $40. All right, it's early in the morning, soccer Saturday. We've got a soccer tournament for 2 kids all day today. So I'm going to get this chicken prepped that I got from Costco. We are going to prep this chicken up, and I have this really good organic seasoned salt that I got from Redmond's Real Salt. They have these bulk containers. They also have smaller sized containers. Definitely check it out. Link down below in my video's description. It is so good. So I'm going to cover this chicken in this seasoned salt. I'm going to then throw it in my Instant Pot and slow cook it all day until we get home from soccer, which is going to be around 2 o'clock maybe. I'm not sure. It's a long day. So it's 7 in the morning now, and we're also getting some French toast cooked up because this is going to be our lunch. We're in such a rush this morning that I was like, okay, get them fed right now, get them ready, throw some French toast together, and we'll just take this with us because this is a bread that I messed up on, And I don't think it's going to make very good sandwich bread, but it does make good French toast bread. You're probably wondering, Katie, what did you do to this bread? Well, I left my bread maker door open. Yeah, so the top of the bread did not get cooked. So then I threw it in my oven to cook it the rest of the way through after the bread machine went off, because you can't turn on a bread machine when it's still hot. So threw it back in the oven, made it kind of funky. We're using it for French toast this morning, which looks amazing. Back to the chicken prep. So I am just going to cover and coat this chicken with this seasoning. And this is just like any seasoning salt that you can get at the store, except for it's organic. So this is what you can use in your fried chicken flour batter. You can use this in your burgers. It's good for so many things. All your grilled summer foods, your vegetables, roasted vegetables. I've been using it on a lot of things lately. It is really tasty and delicious. We love seasoned salt, but we don't like all the yucky bad ingredients like the MSG and whatever else that they put in your typical non-organic seasoned salts at the store. So that is a awesome find for our family. Go, Hagen, go. Good kick. Okay, this is another itty bitty baby grocery haul here. We've got our 2 half gallons of milk. Today, I ran in there to grab tea, mostly, and he said, hey, can you pick me up some sour cream? Picked up the Soothing Caramel Bedtime Tea. I drink a couple cups of tea at night before I go to bed, and then this is the Sleepy Time Extra. Both of these are lovely. Yes, there's organic options, but I don't like the way they taste as much as I do these. So these are what I am drinking for bed, before bed. It helps settle me down because I'm high strung enough, and when I try to go to sleep at night, I think of all the millions of things that I need to be doing, and it's hard for me to sleep. So this helps me focus on, I'm going to drink this cup of tea, I'm going to relax, and I'm going to sleep. So moms, if you're struggling with that as well, maybe that will help you too, to drink some nice tea in the evenings or before bed, and that might help settle you down to allow you to get some good rest. Hagen's allergies are horrible. You guys know she's my sensitive girl, so Erin asked that I pick her up some allergy eye relief. We are doing all the natural things, but she's struggling, so we're trying to give her some relief. Lots of complaining about her eyes itching and really bothering her, so that's what we're doing for her. We have some sensitive baby wipes, 3 packs of those, and then 3 8-packs of bubbly for Erin. So we didn't need a whole lot today. I did my large Costco haul. I've done some other grocery hauls in the last month. And so I've just been going in for quick trips if I need produce, or, if we need things like milk. We've been having some issues with the raw milk that we're getting. Not that the raw milk was an issue, but the 1.5-hour drive to get it, and the fact that they're no longer delivering to Klamath, or that they're no longer delivering to an area closer. They were doing a couple deliveries every week. Well, they stopped the deliveries, so I'm not going to take 3 hours to buy $16 raw milk. I'm not doing it. So we're just getting some organic milk from the store right now. Hopefully somebody gets some milk going more local to us soon. But that whole raw milk situation for the last couple of years has been a struggle. It's a struggle. Not many people keeping a milk cow these days. So hopefully that works itself out. But this is my grocery haul. And let me get my receipt and show you how much I spent. All right, that, my friends, was $62.51 for, I think I got 12 items today. So tried to not spend a ton of money, saved $3.97. So I'm just trying to do some little grocery hauls to fill in the gaps here and there. Stay tuned for more. All right, y'all, this is some frozen broccoli going into the air fryer. I'm putting some lemon pepper over top of this Redmond's Real Salt Organic Seasoned Salt. And I think the combo combined is gonna be delicious. I also poured some olive oil over top, or drizzled olive oil over the top, and so that makes it roast up real nice. Here is the chicken that we threw in the Instant Pot earlier. The Instant Pot goes to low and continues cooking until you get back to it, and it is fall apart delicious chicken. We are going to debone this chicken and throw all of the bones back into the Instant Pot, and we're going to be adding some water to make a delicious carcass broth or bone broth. We have some meat broth in there. I'm just going to throw the bones back in to make a rich, nourishing broth. So to that, I'm adding some apple cider vinegar to help break down the bones and extract the nutrients from them. Then we're going to slow cook this all night long and into the next day, which happened to be today that I'm doing all of this editing to this video. And I'm going to be sharing with you the end result at the end of this video. But first, we're going to plate up 5 kids' food. Aaron and I also had some of this dinner with the kids, but I go ahead and I always get their food plated up first and then get them to the table and they get going with their food, and then Aaron and I will get our food and we'll sit down and join them. So we're doing the air fryer broccoli. My air fryer has a vegetable setting to roast vegetables, but I noticed I had to up the temperature of the frozen broccoli. So I did about 375 for about 10 minutes or so, and that worked really well. Then I'm just going to break this chicken up into smaller bite-sized pieces for the kiddos so that they can eat it easily. We had one of our kids choke a few weeks back, so I mean, we've always been really, really cautious with their food, but when your 7-year-old starts choking on something, it's terrifying. And that happened. So we actually recently got some anti-choke devices for adults and for children. And I'll have to show that to you guys at the end of this video, and I will leave it linked down below in case you want to keep something like that on hand if you have children that sometimes eat like animals or just accidentally start to choke. It happens sometimes, and it happens when one of our kids, he likes to shove a bunch of food in his mouth and try to eat a lot of food at once, and yeah, it becomes a choking hazard. So this is a summer drink that I am making. I don't very often have bubblies. These are Aaron's bubblies. He's the one who likes to drink them in the house. But on this particular day, after a long day at the soccer field, I had my electrolyte drink already, my lemon water, but I just wanted something a little bit bubbly. So what I've added to it is some elderflower syrup that I canned up last year, some ice, and a orange bubbly, and it made a tasty, tasty treat. So now we're going to get started on our Bible study. This is Sunday morning.
Through me. John 14:6.
So we're back in John again. All right, John 14, concerning heaven.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me
of the subscribers gifted the kids some Bible verse memory books. So we have been using those as the basis of our Bible study. And we will go back and read from the Bible the whole verse. And then we have a discussion about it, our interpretation of that verse, what the Bible tells us the verse is, and its interpretation of that particular verse. The kids then write and color in their book and work on verse memorization. Then we move to the next book and I read out of it. Security in Christ. You, dear children, are from God and have overcome them. When you walk through an automatic door, does it matter how tall you are, how smart you are, what grades you get, or how well you play basketball? As long as you stand in the right position, the door will open and will let you in. It's the same with God. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, or what you look like. You have no reason to feel insecure. There is no fear of judgment. You are secure in God's sacrifice and love. Because of that, you can go through life with confidence, becoming more secure because you know who Jesus is and who he is inside of you, inside of your heart. Since you have this security with God, you do not have to be insecure about who you are or what you stand for. You do not need anyone or anything to make you feel significant. You are important because you are in Christ, a part of the family of God, the most royal family in all of the universe. When you are secure and confident in who you are, you can face everything with confidence. You can face school, friendships, sports, you name it. So go through the day with confidence. What are the areas where God can help you grow in confidence? What are some things that you feel unsure about that maybe you should feel more confident about? Some ideas are speaking up, playing sports, working hard at school subjects that you struggle with, meeting new friends, and being bold about being a Christian. Our daily bread for kids. So today is... Yeah, you can.
Hallelujah, love has made a way. Hallelujah, forever I give thanks. Hallelujah.
On this morning before we started our Bible study, the kids had protein shakes, and after Bible study, I am making them a gluten-free, dairy-free Dutch Baby Pancake. So first we're going to start out with washing up all the strawberries or getting them soaked in some vinegar. I do about 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar in a bowl of water, and then I let the strawberries soak for about 10 minutes. Strain them, rinse them off, and that gets them nice and clean. Next, we are going to blend up our Dutch Baby Pancake ingredients, and I'm just going to make a little bit more than the standard recipe calls for, so I'm adding in an extra egg. To my blender, I am adding 3 eggs. I'm then going to add 1/2 cup of gluten-free all-purpose flour. You can use regular all-purpose flour for this recipe. 2 tablespoons of cane sugar. I'm also going to do about a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to do a teaspoon of cinnamon to this. You don't have to add the cinnamon. I'm doing a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of dairy-free. I'm going to do a little bit more than 1/2 cup since I added the extra egg. But we are using dairy-free almond milk. It was vanilla almond milk. We're going to give this a blend for about 30 seconds or so on high. Right now my skillet is in the oven heating up, so I'm going to take that out nice and hot and add about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. You can use butter if you like. And then I am pouring in my Dutch Baby Pancake batter. And you can give it a little swirl. I forgot to swirl it around the sides, swirl your pan a little bit, and that gives it its nice floofiness around the edges. But this is my first time making it gluten-free. So we're going to see how this turns out. Let me be your guinea pig. I'm going to show you how the gluten-free turns out. And then I am going to make the kids some smoothies. So I am starting out with about 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 2 bananas, 1.5 cups of cherries, 1.5 cups of blueberries. I'm going to throw in about 1.5 cups of some juice. And we are going to blitz this up and give them a nice probiotic rich, protein rich from the Greek yogurt smoothie to go along with their Dutch Baby Pancakes. So we are just filling these up in these little mason jars, and I have these cute little mason top lids and straws for the toddlers. That makes it nice and mess free. And then the rest of the kids are just going to have their normal cups with straws, and that works out just fine for them. They don't typically make a mess, but Bodhi likes to pull his straw out of his cup. But those mason top straws, those have a stopper on them, so he can't pull his straw out of the cup and make a big mess. All right, we are going to chop up all of these strawberries and get them ready for the Dutch Baby Pancake topping. And while this didn't turn out as beautiful as the ones that I used all-purpose flour for in the past, this tastes phenomenal, and I'm definitely going to be making more gluten-free, dairy-free Dutch Baby Pancakes because they are so good. The kids loved it. I should have made 3 more, but we had some scrambled eggs as well that I cooked up before I made the Dutch Baby Pancake in this cast iron skillet. So I cooked the scrambled eggs first, set them aside and kept them warm, then made the Dutch Baby Pancake. I do have another cast iron skillet, but it's a little bit rusted out, and I am working on a video for you all for how to strip and clean and re-season your old, antique, or dirty cast iron skillets. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Mommy.
You're welcome.
Juice is delicious.
This is what my broth looks like now. I'm going to strain it off into a mason jar and put some back in this container to make some rice, but I always use my chicken carcasses to make broth. It is such a nutrient-dense food. It definitely is a powerhouse for nutrition, and you can use it to cook your rice, to make soups, to cook your lentils, to cook any grains or legumes that you have that you want to cook up. Add an extra punch to it with your chicken carcass broth.
Love is made away. Hallelujah. If forever I give thanks. Oh, and I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love.
I ran into town later on that particular evening to take Riker to a birthday party, and I killed some time at Ross, and I wanted to show you. Everybody asks about the window shelf that I have my plants on in my window, and these are what I found at Ross this week. So check your Ross, check your TJ Maxx. They have these narrow wall shelves that you can use in your windows to put your plants on, and it's really cute. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me this week, today, all that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Click the subscribe button, give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!